and welcome to Remote Learning for teachers new to Seesaw. Before we get started, make sure you've opened the slide deck linked in the description of this video. Please make a copy for your use by clicking File, Make a Copy. In this training, we cover the steps to get started with Seesaw and set up remote learning for your class. We're going to move fairly quickly today. If you need more time or support to complete a step, feel free to pause and refer to the videos in this deck. Seesaw is a learning platform that brings together students, teachers, and families to deepen student learning. We recognize that we are in a unique time in education, and we are honored to support the amazing learning that is continuing to happen outside of school. At Seesaw, we recognize that learning happens everywhere. It's vital that teachers and families work together to support student learning. In a remote learning environment, leveraging the home and family means greater student achievement. While we want students to work independently, we also must recognize that families need tools to support their children when they need it. Get set up for remote learning in Seesaw in 3 steps. Create an account, add students, and access home learning codes. First, create your free teacher account. If your school pays for Seesaw for Schools, skip this step. This slide has a video and step-by-step instructions for creating an account and creating your first class. Pause the video now, create your account, and create your class. Now, let's add students. Seesaw for Schools teachers, you can skip this step as well. Adding students is easy. Click on the Plus Students button on the bottom right of your screen and follow the prompts. We'll highlight here that for remote learning, you should choose No when asked if students will sign in with email. Your students will sign in with home learning codes. All right, it's your turn. Pause this video and add your students. All right, you have an account, you have a class, and you have students. Now let's access home learning codes. You may be wondering, what are home learning codes? Home learning codes allow students to securely log into the Seesaw class app from home. Each code is unique, so students cannot accidentally sign in or post as another student. Students will stay signed in for up to 1 year or until they sign out. Here's what a home learning code PDF looks like. You can see that students get a text code and a QR code. This video shows how to access home learning codes for your students. It's pretty easy. First, make sure you're logged in on a computer. You cannot access home learning codes from the mobile app. You should see Get Home Learning Codes on the banner at the top of your screen. Click it. You can download PDFs or a CSV of all text codes. Now it's your turn. Access your students' home learning codes now. Congrats, you're all set up. Let's learn how students log in with the home learning codes. Remember, students will be using the Seesaw class app for remote learning. To log in, students go to app.seesaw.me or the Seesaw class app. Make sure students update the class app. The most recent version is required for home learning. Students click I'm a student, then enter the text code or scan the QR code, and they're in. This video shows you what that looks like. Feel free to pause this training and play the video if you want to see more. Families play an important role in making remote learning a positive experience for students. You can share these tips and some of your own with families. We also have a resource of home learning ideas linked in this presentation. To help you get the most out of Seesaw, we want to walk you through a few key features. Remember, you can refer back to this slide deck and the videos and resources linked within it as you start to implement remote learning with your students. On the following slides, we'll show you how to view student work, approve student posts, have students post to the journal as a teacher, and how to create activities. There are 2 ways to view student work as a teacher. You can see all recent posts in the journal feed on the left side of your screen, or you can view work by each student by clicking on a student's name on the right side of your screen. This video shows you what that looks like. Feel free to pause and watch it now. When students create work in Seesaw, you must approve their post before it gets added to their journal. When you have work to approve, you'll see a red bar on the bottom of your screen. When you click that bar, you'll see all posts that need approval. You can either delete or approve the post, and you can approve all posts. This video shows you how to approve student work. Feel free to pause this training and watch the video now. Students can add work to their journal by clicking the green Add Plus button. When they click the green Add Plus button, they are taken to Seesaw's learning tools. Students can create with the learning tools. When they're done, they'll click the green check to add their work to the journal. Remember, you, as the teacher, approve all posts. Watch this video to see the student experience. As the teacher, you can also post to the journal. Like students, you will click the green Add Plus button. While students get taken straight to the learning tools, you'll see a menu pop up. To add a post to the journal, click Post Student Work. You can use all of Seesaw's learning tools to create your post. You can add a post to any student's journal, or you can post to all students. This is a great way to communicate with students and families during remote learning. This video shows you how teachers post in more detail. You just learned how students and teachers can post to the journal using the green Add Plus button. This method is great when students already know what to do because you've given them directions outside of Seesaw. Maybe you sent them an email or handout, gave directions over video chat, or students are completing a familiar routine. Students can also post to Seesaw by responding to an activity. Seesaw activities allow you to provide directions, multimedia examples and resources, and templates for students to complete, all right in Seesaw. You can create activities or find and customize activities from our community library. Let's take a closer look at Seesaw activities. To create Seesaw activities, click the green Add Plus button. Choose Assign Activity. You'll be taken to My Library. Here, you'll see a button to create new activity. Click on that to create an activity. You'll also see a Community tab at the top of your screen. Click on that to visit our Community Activity Library. For more information about creating activities of your own, watch this video. In the video you just watched, you learned about Seesaw icon shortcuts. To access the cheat sheet, click on the link on this slide. We've also created a map of ready-to-go Seesaw activities designed specifically for home learning. It's organized by grade and subject. You can find it here. We know that remote learning is new for all of us, and questions are going to come up. We kindly ask that you refer to the references below before you submit a help ticket. As you can imagine, our help center is overwhelmed with questions from schools and districts, teachers and families, all trying to work this out. We appreciate your patience, and we are so happy you're here. We're learning right alongside you. If you have a couple minutes, we'd really appreciate your feedback on this training so we can continue to serve the needs of our teachers. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again soon.